Hey, I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to do a video on bullying. I mean, having Tourette's syndrome, something that is so visual, you're basically a sitting duck in the schoolyard for all of those really annoying comments. And yeah, there were times at school where I was in situations that I didn't want to be in. I was getting bullied and it sucked. I remember a particular time, I had a really complex tic where if I touched one thing with one hand, I had to touch it with the other hand. And if I bumped one leg, I'd have to bump the other leg. Everything had to be even. And when the kids at school found this out, they cornered me in a room, in a classroom where no one else was, and I was out of sight by the teacher. And they'd slap me across the face as hard as they could. They'd sit back and they'd laugh and they'd watch as I had to even it out. And I'd slap the other side. And there were like 4 of them, and they were way bigger than me. In primary school, I used to have kids following me around doing this because that's one of my tics, and they'd do it until I did it. And I would get so angry, so I'd chase them around the school and I'd get them and I'd fight them. But when I got to high school, I was little. Like, I was a pretty late bloomer. And everyone in high school was way bigger. So I had this mindset of, well, I can't fight those guys, I'm gonna lose. That's when I had to learn how to use my wit. And I had to learn how to use my words to protect myself and learn how to disarm with humor. It was still a bad time. There were still times where I remember being bullied going, I can't do anything about this. I've just got to sit here and cop it. Quite often, if someone is a bully, it's likely that they're experiencing a really bad home life or they're being mistreated themselves. They're acting out unconsciously, taking it out on someone else because they're quite insecure and scared themselves. So I've always I feel for people who get bullied, but at the same time I feel for people who bully because I really see both of them as victims. And if you're experiencing bullying, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. If you have experienced it, I'm so sorry that you've experienced it. And if you are a bully, I'm so sorry that you have to behave that way in order to feel better about yourself, because that sucks. That's not a really good way to behave in public. That's a really crappy thing, and it's negatively impacting other people's lives. But here's the thing, and here's the honest, brutal truth. When you have Tourette's, people are going to comment. People are going to notice. People are going to point it out. And you are the subject. When you have Tourette's, you're a sitting duck and you're the subject for those comments. And I very early on had to come to terms with that and accept it. Since doing that, it never affects me. Whenever someone looks, comments, jokes, it just doesn't affect me because I've accepted, oh, that's right, that's just what comes with it. I think I wanted to make this video as a bit of a supporting video, like I'm your cheerleader on the sidelines as you're going through the journey of whatever it is that you're going through, whether you do have Tourette's, whether you're facing adversity in any shape or form, you're having a difficult time at school, at work, or you are neurodiverse and you're really struggling with your own identity and how society is seeing you. One of the biggest things I learned is I can't change society, I can't change the world, I can only change my perception, and I can only change my view, my outlook, and my attitude, because the world isn't changing. It sounds really sad or depressing, but I worked out that, look, it's just me in this life. I have to go through my life on my own. Obviously, I have a great support network. I've got a great partner, I've got great family, I've got great friends, but I'm living my life, no one else is. So I had to change my attitude and I had to change my outlook to get the best out of my life. In my radio show, I've also brought this topic up and opened it up to the phone lines. And a father called through and he had a really great story about his kid being a bully. And when he found that out, he was so devastated and disappointed in his son. So they enrolled his kid in Ju-jitsu. Over the course of a few months, his child grew in confidence, internal confidence, and grew a bit of an identity and had this internal capability, which meant he wasn't lashing out. He stopped becoming a bully because he had some sort of other outlet, and he subconsciously was dealing with his own struggles through a physical outlet, and that happened to be Ju-jitsu. And I always remember when I was a kid, I was desperate. I was like, Mum, I want to do karate. And she was like, no, not my kid. My kid doesn't fight. Yeah, I really would have benefited from doing karate, I think. Instead, I did gymnastics anyway, and that was a very similar kind of outlet. So if you are going through a difficult time, whether you are the bully, whether you are being bullied, I really hope you find some sort of internal confidence. You realize your own capability. You discover an outlet and you can handle these negative situations that you're facing head on with confidence. Now for this video today, I thought I'd change things up and do the video with my view in the background. I'll give you a quick little tour. This is my house and I'm living on the water at the moment in Mooloolaba and I am so grateful. Every day I do a gratitude journal and I've lived all over Australia in so many different places, moving around for my career, for radio, for television, and I've always lived in like not the best places. And my one thing is a view. I wanted a view. And I'm very big on goal setting and I'm very big on gratitude. So I would always write down every day, I want to live by the water, thinking that was pretty much impossible. And every single day I would do my gratitude journal of being thankful for whatever it is that I had in my life, right? Whether it's a watch, whether it's my parents, whether it's a sunny day, whether it is learning something new about my Tourette's. And today, my gratitude journal is definitely living by the water because I've worked really hard to try and achieve something like this. And I'm really thankful that it's finally pulled off. As I've said in every video, I'm doing a video every single day. So today I thought I would speak about bullying and really hope that this video encourages you and whatever journey you're going on at the moment, if you're struggling with that side of things, I hope that you find it inside of yourself to overcome such a difficult situation. And I really hope you reach out to a great support network. You find the confidence in being vulnerable and reaching out to someone to say, hey, I'm struggling. Hey, I need help. Whatever it might be. I'm your cheerleader and I wish you all the best. Have a great day.